Hey guys, it's your fairy god Poppy here, and I am so sorry for the quality audio that you are listening to right now. I bought a Blue Yeti mic, and my god, let me tell you, that is having so many static problems. And here's the thing, I connected the Blue Yeti with my iPad, so not necessarily with my computer, because I don't edit on my computer, and so it's been having a lot of problems, and I can't solve those problems because, like, I've watched so many tutorials on how to solve those problems with, like, a Windows computer, but none of them have any solutions for iPads or, like, Apple products, so, RIP. But I don't think I can return this. I might be able to, but, you know, I might use this for gameplays. Who the knows? Okay, I'm sorry for my language. I'm just so mad that, like, this it's so, like, bad. And the worst part of it is that so many people like it because they're saying they've been giving good reviews, and even some of my friends like it. But I don't know, I just think it's a pile of shit right now because it's not doing me any good. Maybe I need to do some more tinkering with it, but for now I've tried as much as I could, and it's just not working for me. And if any of you guys see this video, please help me. I'm in Spain, but the S is silent. Anyways, I think you get the point. I'm just, you know, and also I'm sorry if you hear, like, background noise. It's because I'm in my dad's office, and there's this, like, fan that's, like, roaring, and it's, I have to stay positive, but it's very hard to do that when I've been attempting to give my mic, my Blue Yeti mic, some self-help and care, and it is doing me nothing. It's doing me jack. So I'm just gonna be using the mic that's installed in my cheap earbuds that were like $9 at Walmart. Anyways, let's get on to this video. So I'm gonna be talking about, I forgot what I was gonna be talking about. Wait a second, let me get my script. Okay, so in this video, as you can tell, I am drawing fan art of Hisoka and Illumi. Yes, I shipped them. Anyways, I bet a lot of you guys do too, because, you know, they're sort of married in the manga. I don't know, it's weird, like, they call it a marriage, but it's really like a deal, kind of. Still canon, though. It's still canon. They're an icon couple, I guess. But anyways, so in this video, okay, so let me have a recap. So I am pretty sure a lot of you guys noticed, Poppy, you are using a template. You're tracing over that template. Tracing's bad. Now, let me give a recap of my last video where I talked about tracing and reference images. So, I think it's okay to use reference images and pictures for when you need help with drawing. It's like completely okay. Like, you're not tracing on it, just using it to give yourself a clear image of what something looks like in drawing. So that stuff, but like in your way. And here's the thing with tracing. I believe that tracing and profiting off of an artist is a bad thing, or like if the artist tells people, hey, don't trace off my work, like stuff like that is not okay. Like, especially the profiting part, that actually pisses me off a lot, and I'm pretty sure it pisses off a lot of you guys too, with your hard work being profited off of by other people. That must suck a lot. Though I understand why some people trace, which is like younger people specifically, but as you get older, you know, we learn more, we watch more, we see more, and we see more people who talk about this sort of stuff, so, you know, it eventually becomes common sense not to do that. But for younger people, I can't understand, considering that they're new to that community, so please do not on younger artists, but maybe like hint at them, you know, as they mature, because everyone does eventually. Some don't. But but tracing on templates is okay because that's what they're made for. But the thing is, you shouldn't be profiting off of them. Like, you know, for example, I am not going to make any merchandise off of this picture that I drew because I used a template from someone. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put the user here. I don't exactly remember who. I mean, if there is no user, maybe I'll like try to find it again. I don't know. If I find the person who drew this template, I'll put it here. I just basically talked more about it in depth in my other video, okay? Go check that out. But, oops. You're gonna be hearing me burp a lot. Anyways, it's just a thing, okay? I'm not gonna apologize for it anymore. Oh yeah, I drew this picture, like, before Christmas. So, yeah. Like, that was pretty cool. I'm literally, like, today, like, the day that I'm voicing this, like, over the speed paint, like, is the 31st. It is New Year's Eve. Yeah, I was pretty late on making these videos, but, you know, I don't care. I have time now, and I'm gonna do it, and I have ambitious goals, so let's get through them. So, okay, this video is just kind of about the holidays, because the holidays were, you know, like, a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, the holidays feel different this year, because I'm not going to be going out and all that, but, like, to be honest, for me, the holidays this year don't really feel that different. It's just like any other Christmas, but that's probably because I'm an only child who's, like, alone, spends time in my house all day long, so yeah, there's no difference there. You know, that sort of lonely lifestyle for a minor. Probably not healthy, but you know, what can we do? Well, what can I do about that, and what can my mom do about that? Also, it's this year the holidays haven't, like, the mood hasn't changed. Like, you know, I'm still in the holiday spirit, like, you know, yeah, I wanna bake food, like desserts and stuff, and make it festive, and then end up, like, not doing that because I don't have time for that stuff. Yeah, that was me again, this year, again, as always, happens every year. That's okay. You know, one day maybe once I'm, like, older or move out of the house, I might do that because I'll have time, and you know, I'll have time on my hands, and I will have the money to buy that stuff. I mean, I have money to buy that stuff, it's just I'm busy, and when I'm older I won't be as busy, I guess, or at least I'll have more control of my time than I do now. Hopefully I will. And yeah, the holidays didn't really feel that much different, like, emotionally. However, it was a little bit different this year than it was last year, because I am, I guess you can say, getting a little bit more ambitious with myself. And by that, I mean, like, I have ambitious art goals, is what I want to say. And I am working on my webcomic, and it's been a blast. Yeah. And, oh yeah, usually so for the holidays, I usually just go out shopping. Same thing this year, you know, just spend my Christmas money on stuff that I want. Nothing new, to be honest. You know, I like shopping for my own stuff, cause, like, you know, whenever, if you're someone whose love language is not gifts, it's best to give that person money, because you don't even know what they want, and, like, they don't really care about what they want, unless they get to choose. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I might make a video one day talking about what my love language is, because I don't even know what my love language is. I don't even know what love is, so do I even have one? But, like, I could make a video, probably take one of those cute quizzes. I don't know. But one thing I know is that when I get gifts, I mean, yeah, gifts are nice, because, like, people think of me when they give me a gift. Like, that's, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people do. But, like, I don't know, I'm just not, like, the most gift type of people. Like, gifts are cool, don't get me wrong, I'm not like I hate gifts or anything like that, but rather, they're cool. Now, you probably think I sound like a spoiled brat, and I am. What'd you think I was gonna say? But I mean, you know, it's just sometimes I don't even know what I want. Sometimes I just go out there and just like look for myself, sort of thing. Or like my stuff I would like to get is not exactly what a lot of other people would like to get, which is cosplay stuff. Yes, for only a select few, as you can say. I'm gonna say for the intellectuals, if you know what I mean. Or like books, like manga, or books like philosophy or theory. I'm not like the others. I'm joking, I'm just like any other normie out there. 0.01%. Well, I don't know about normies since I'm kind of drawing. Well, I just drew some Hisoka X Illumi fan art, so I don't know about normie, but I think you get my point. That, you know, I like to buy stuff, that type of consumer. Except that I need to be more careful with what I consume depending on what company, because you know, the tea that's been spilling about, you know, like, forced labor from China sort of thing. Yeah, that's the best I'll sum it up. But, yeah, that part didn't change, since every year I just go out shopping by myself. Well, not every year. I mean, like, ever since I, like, ever since I was in high school, I started to go out by myself shopping. I never shop with friends, and I need a friend, actually. I don't have any. I mean, I'm joking. I have friends, but, like, at the same time, I don't really, like, see anybody, so I'm very lonely, as you can tell. That's what happens when you're an only child. Whatever. At least I'm by myself, so I don't care. And I'm having a blast being by myself, so, yeah. Being lonely is pretty fun, actually. You get to be by yourself. You get to, think a lot. That can take you to dangerous places, but you know what? I like dangerous places, so let's keep it that way. Oh yeah, but the thing that was different this year was that, oh yeah, that reminds me. Every year, there's a tree in my house. There's always a tree in the living room. And we usually have like fake Christmas trees. But this year, we had a Christmas tree in the living room. But peaches. But that tree was moved into my room eventually. Like this year, it was moved into my room, and it's still in my room, and it's pretty cool. I like it. It gives me good vibes. If I'm gonna be honest, I want to keep that tree in my room for the whole year around because it gives me good vibes, and it is the time of my life. And yeah, I just want to keep it in my room forever. I don't know when I'm gonna take it down. I don't know when my mom's gonna take it down. Hopefully, she won't take it down because I really love that tree. That tree actually like suits my room. It's not like a big tree. I mean, it's a kind of big tree, but like not like the huge ass trees that you see like people like taking down from the woods. Deforestation is not great, so please don't. But like, yeah, those sorts of trees. Like mine is actually like a fake tree, like made out of not wood sort of stuff, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just, you know, no deforestation, please. Oh, and that was different, so, but it was like a good different. That wasn't a bad different. That was actually a pretty good different. But you know what was a bad different? Was that there was a pandemic going around. Yeah, there's a pandemic. People dying is not great. People getting it, but getting cured, but then finding out that they have symptoms that are gonna last throughout their whole life is also not good. So yeah, I have to be careful when I go out as well. I'm aware of that, and I am, protecting myself as along the way. I am wearing a mask all the time. No, I am not an anti-masker, and if you are an anti-masker, please get off my channel. You are not welcome. I'm joking. You're welcome here, and I'm gonna try my best to educate you, basically. So, you can stay here, you're welcome here. But I do advise you to wear a mask, as it is proven that it can stop the spread of the virus, and if you don't believe that the virus exists, go to a hospital and go test it out yourself. Go there, test it out, see for yourself if it exists, see if you'll get it, you know, test it, do an experiment. on yourself instead. Wouldn't that be fun, right? Right? Yes, okay, please do that. Anyways, so another thing that was a little different was that I was finally motivated to do not just any sort of but webcomic. And here's the thing. Whenever I make a webcomic, I tend to kind of ditch out on it eventually. And the last time I was motivated or ambitious with a webcomic, what happened was it got taken down by Webtoon because it was seen as too serious. The theme, yeah, I can understand, but here's the thing, I've seen it worse on Webtoon. But then again, Webtoon has changed. So yeah, here's another thing. I joined Webtoon when I was young, like in middle school, and it was a lot different back then than it was now. I don't blame them, to be honest. But like, especially for Canvas creators. But like, here's another thing. At the time, like, it was something. And it was great, to be honest, because it was easier to get an audience at the time. But now it's a little harder because there are more creators who are posting all the damn time. And that's cool, but it's a lot of competition, to be honest. And I'm not saying that's bad, because, you know, everyone needs to get their creativity out. But it just makes it harder, you know what I mean? So, you know, like, now that Webtoon is more available, I guess, for people like me, it takes a bit more to get an audience, and that's fine. I'll be ready for the competition, the hype, you know. That makes me more ambitious, actually. I'm pretty sure it makes others ambitious as well. So, the thing about it is that on Canvas back then, I wasn't so used to the demonetization, I guess. And my story, like, it wasn't like the worst, if that makes sense. Like, it was just a yandere story, whereas like sort of like a game as well, where like I would, you know, follow up a story, and then at the end there would be choices, and the readers, so you guys, can comment down what choices you want to make for the character, and then I will write a script for the majority choice, like the choice that's chosen by the majority, like a game, and I'll write out a script, and then I'll draw the webcomic, and I will post it again, and on and on and on. But here's the thing. It is about a yandere boy falling in love with another boy at his school. And also, in the first episode, I believe, like, the intro is, the guy was like a cosplay dude, but like he could also turn into like his favorite characters so that he can, like, you know, chop people he didn't like, that, like, you know, people that were kind of competing against him with his senpai, I guess. So, but like, here's the thing, when he was cosplaying as one of his favorite characters, that favorite character was very, like, wore a bikini sort of thing, so, you know, I wouldn't say exactly kid-friendly. So I think Webtoon took that as like nudity, I guess. Wasn't really nudity, but it showed a lot of skin, but not too much nudity. But like, I was like, damn, okay, they really gonna be demonetizing me over that. Wow, they changed, didn't they? But now that this one, I am going to be slowly getting onto it. I hope they don't demonetize that. I'm pretty sure they won't. So, I'm going into this carefully now, so that's a new motivation, I guess. Isn't that cool? But how do I get motivated? Because here's the thing, I don't usually get motivated for this stuff. I mean, I do, but then all of a sudden my energy will die out. This is just the normal life of a depressed person. I am so sad. But I found out that, okay, this sounds super cheesy because I know that a lot of YouTube videos are like, how to stay motivated, how to do this and that, you know, get better with your life. Like, they'll always say this shit, but it's so true. Like, it works. Waking up early Yes, wake up early. So far it worked for me. I found out like doing this will actually help during the last week of my break, which is like a few days ago. But waking up early and doing stuff that you want to do actually helps out a lot more than you think. I didn't know that actually helped me become motivated, and I'm finally motivated to do these videos, because back then I was depressed as hell to the point where I wouldn't do jack shit. Like I wouldn't make videos, I wouldn't do the stuff that I wanted to pursue no matter how much I wanted to do them. It just felt hopeless, and I just felt like other people were better than me, so what's the point of even trying, even though, like, you know, I have all these good ideas, but I know someone will either take them or I'll never be able to express them because I don't have the ability, or I lack the patience. Like, I lack the patience, basically, to do these things, or, like, you know, more things that I could add on to the list. I just felt hopeless, and I'm like, you know, no one knows who I am, no one listens to me, no one blah blah blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But I realized that was a bad mindset for me, because that is what's holding me back. And waking up early actually helped me realize, yeah, that is a bad mindset, because I was a bit more energized. When you sleep early and then wake up early, like that sort of thing, when you do that stuff, it just helps, you know, knowing that I guess you're not as depressed. I mean, for some people I know it's a bit different, but for me it helped me out a lot. Also, just when I woke up early, the first thing I would do is work on some art, like webcomics or fan art, usually just webcomics. What's funny is that I've been saving up a lot of these speed paints for a bit, because I knew that I would voice over them one day, even though if it wouldn't be today. I mean, at the time, today, sort of thing. And I'm glad that I finally get to do a voice over it. I'm like, dude, that's cool. I finally get to do something that I promised myself that I would do, and yeah, this is happening right now. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, I feel like waking up early is it's a key motivator for sure. And of course, it always comes down to your mindset, but waking up early helps. It helps. And this is only during, you know, being inside and whatnot. I don't know how much this is gonna change once I go back to school. I might not be as motivated again once I'm back in school, because I have stuff to do and I'm actually busy with stuff. You know, big sad, I know, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I'll still be motivated to do other stuff along with my schoolwork. I mean, I'm still studying over break, but it is definitely nothing like school before, so, you know, hopefully I keep in that good spirit and be like a child minor person, because if I don't, one thing I know is I will be in that dangerous place in my head again. Let's not talk about that right now. Okay, so having a purpose. So the thing is that with my webcomic especially, I have a big purpose for it, and I think that is a huge reason why I'm motivated to do this compared to other works that I've done. So a lot of my stories are like adventure stories, or like, I guess, romance, but not like romance, like romance, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just, there's some weird or shit to it. It's always like that. I mean, this one is also low-key up, but it's got a purpose to it, and I'll tell you the purpose later. But most of my stories are very like adventure-like, or like shonen sort of stuff, or it's gonna have like, or it's gonna be BL or something, or GL. Sometimes even SL, I guess, straight love, I don't know. Or like, yeah, straight love. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna call it straight love. But, you know, it's gonna be either of those. I like adventure, and I like shonen, and I also like romance, so, it's cool, and I also like fantasy too. It's a pretty good genre, and I am for it, but this one was a little bit different because I do have a message for it. Not like, okay, I have a message for all my stories. What the fuck am I talking about? But this one is a little bit different because I specifically have this important message that I feel is the most important out of all of them, and that is about the toxic rape culture in our society, in the BL community, in the SL, GL, all that like all those community. Well, the GL community, not really, to be honest, because let's be honest, lesbians don't really have that many problems when it comes to at least that's what I've noticed. I'm personally not lesbian. Oh, then again, I'm not straight either. But like, you know, I don't have that many experiences with girls, so I can't really determine. But so far, I don't think most are toxic so far. So, you know, I can't really explain. But from what I've noticed from other people, it seems pretty neutral. Seems pretty good, decent, compared to other people with sexualities out there. But this one is about criticizing, especially like in things I've noticed in the BL community, the toxicity of the rape culture that they have, along with Omegaverse. It's a huge criticization of that as well. And I acknowledge, I've acknowledged in my other video that, you know, I don't think BL is the root of all evil. If anything, I think it is the straight corn that is the root of a lot of evils, because it literally provides more fantasies for people that will enact on acts that are not okay to do. You know what I mean? I don't have to explain too much of that because I think that's pretty forward on that stuff. But then again, I know there are a lot of people who are younger and they don't exactly realize why it's so bad. But when you grow up, you will realize why it's so bad. Because being forced onto something you don't want to do is not great. And many of these sexual like companies, they make it seem like, oh, it's great. No, it's not. It's not at all. A lot of people obviously do not like that. No one ever would, and I would never wish on like anything like that on anyone. Along with, you know, especially with BL, there are a lot of people out there who think that grape is not as serious as it is because they read it and they're like, oh, it seems like, you know, they're having a fun time. And yeah, I get that BL can be a little bit like, you know, like forceful, but like if the character is saying no or like don't do that, like maybe don't put that in your story, sort of thing. Of course, I'm not saying all BL is like this, but these are some traits that I've noticed that have been prevalent in quite a bit of them, and that has also been pointed out by many other people. And it's to the point where there are people who are like anti-BL, and I don't think people should be like anti-BL, but like I do understand I understand the criticism towards it on that part. So I decided to make this story specifically on the BL community because that's something I know a lot about. That makes sense because, you know, I've been reading it for a while. You can watch my other video where I talk about my cringe past, I guess. And, you know, it's just sometimes I feel as though, you know, maybe I could do a little better, but you know, I'm going all out in this story for sure. Like, let me tell you, I'm going all out. But I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just kind of like running out of ideas to talk about. And I finally wrote a script for this video. That's something that's new. I haven't scripted any of my videos yet until now, so that's cool. Oh yeah, and another ambition that I have is to finish up all these speed paints I have so far before the New Year's, before 1 a.m. of January 1st. So along with posting my webcomic on the exact time, because Webtoon has that feature where you can schedule a time for when you want to like post your webcomic. So I cannot wait to post it on New Year's, baby. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also the other thing that is a bit different about the holidays this year is that I am becoming more aware of reality. I'm having the biggest reality check of my life right now, considering that I'm gonna be going to college soon. I'm 17 right now, and I'm gonna be 18 next year. So like so 2021 is going to be wild because I will become 18 around that time, and then I'm going to graduate in 2022. Last of the elites, yes, I know. But I'm going to be, that's, it's huge because I realize that I don't have that much time left, and I've become more known that I am not Ivy League material. I'm not those big colleges material. I mean, I used to be, but it's just like ever since quarantine and I've been inside my house like 24/7 when doing school stuff, like, going on Google Meets and talking to teachers with other students without talking to them as much. It's just the learning environment is completely different than being at school. And I just wish Corona didn't exist because, like, I never knew I was gonna say this, but this sucks ass. Like, taking school for granted is like, it's just, we don't notice these things until they happen, because my schedule is out of whack. Like, my mental schedule, me mentally being okay, is just out of order now, and I don't know, it's kind of nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking actually, and I just really want to be okay again for once, because I am not, with this pandemic going on. I'm sorry, excuse my language again, but I am so over it. I know I sound like the world's calmest therapist in my last video, but I don't think I can handle that now. Either I fix my mic or get a new one. You might get a taste of how I'm like with the clear audio going on. So like I said, I'm so sorry with this shit-ass mic that I have, along with the background noise, because I'm in my dad's office with a running fan that's like running like crazy. But college is on the way, and it's like my childhood is being like, it's being taken away by the grasp of my fingertips by life, and I don't like that. It scares me a lot. Like, you have no idea how scary that thought is, cause when I was younger, I valued, being young. Being young is awesome. I can do this and that. I feel like when I'm an adult, I can do more, but also being a kid, you can do more as well. It's just every age has their own advantages, except for being a boomer. I'm joking, but every age you have an advantage for something, whether it be you can be independent from your parents, or you can get away with this, that, that sort of thing. Like, literally, I could get away with trespassing if I was a kid versus like being an adult. I mean, I'm not that I'm thinking about it.
I was just thinking about it.
Like, I don't know, going to an abandoned building or something. Then again, I've never been to an abandoned building. Wait. I might have? Or might have not? I don't remember. Oh god, okay. But, like, it's just completely, it's scary because it's new. It's something that I'm not used to. But I guess an advantage I do have is that people say I look like a kindergartner, though I'm not. So, hey, I guess I get some of my youth back, I guess, even though I'm gonna be an adult soon. By law, at least. So, that's cool. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I know I'll be able to get into college, or like a somewhat good college, but it's still scary because I feel as though I'm not good enough sometimes, and I would love to be good enough, and that's, you know, it's alright if I'm not, but I feel like I would let my parents down, considering that my mom especially did a lot of work on me for me to have a good education and whatnot, so I can't really like let her down, but I feel like I let her down a lot. But you know, I have to try my hardest until I graduate, or until junior year and stuff, so yeah. So this is the final picture. I hope you liked it. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me because I'm cool, okay? Bye!
All I care about is face, titties, booty, and your toes. Ugly guy came in, did game malicious. If I come over, better know I'm on a mission. Booty so delicious, but your toes look suspicious.